Welcome everyone, I am Simon and we are the Whales of Wall Street. Today we're going to have a very extremely quick update on the key, which is TKY on the exchange. So currently trading at 0.0009 on the price element, and we are down for the last 24 hours. But this is a project that I do believe in for the long term. It's not necessarily a major short term, although I do think you can get some small gains in the next market growth pattern. But in general, it's very much around the identification, verification tools that they have here within blockchain ecosystems. And I do think that this has a great opportunity for the future. A couple of things I will point out: they're not very active on social media at all. Last updates we see here from March. That is perhaps a concern from a community aspect, but I'm holding tight. The price point was pretty low to have sort of a low risk intake personally. Again, this is not financial advice, but that's just my position on. I like what the project stands for, and they could be one of those ones that just jump out of nowhere as developments occur in blockchain and the crypto space in general. And I'm pretty sure they've updated their website quite recently as well. So there's things going on in the background. That doesn't mean to say that in the background they might be hiring or certainly making things a bit more on improvement aspects in the marketing and things like that. So let's keep an eye on them. But I'm just doing this video for all the fans out there that like TKY. We've had a few requests on some comments on the older videos, so that is what we're doing, and we're just appeasing them, as well as hopefully newcomers to the channel, just to see what else is out there as well in the crypto community. So we've got those bits out of the way. Let's go to the chart. Nothing gigantic to report on here, other than really a very slow steady growth since the 21st of July, and I would actually say that this is quite a responsive position to be in, to be honest. So we had the gradual increase all the way up here to about 14th 15th of August this month, or in fact, as I'm probably getting this video out, I'd probably say last month, because we're on the 1st of September already. Can you believe it? And we've had the sort of sell-off, a bit more of a attraction forwards for those that perhaps missed the opportunity, giving a second chance for that operation before the correction, to be honest, to here. Now, in theory, we could potentially see like a 50% proper retracement back down to these sorts of areas. And in fact, I'll just draw those in just as highlights and reference points for next time. But the trend on the MACD is still in a bearish momentum. However, the gap has narrowed, so that's quite interesting to see if we do start getting a bit of a tail off on these corrections. But I do anticipate us to test this area again at 0.0008 and potentially back down here again, just to tick them off basically, because we haven't had too many chances at this level. We went straight through it there, couple of bounce up and downs around here, and then simply in more recent times a very steady level around here. So it's almost like we've had the support here, but we might need another test to confirm that. So there are two areas of interest here for TKY.4 if we do maintain what they have done so far, we've had rejections on this line here on multiple occasions. In fact, 3, 4, 5, 6 opportunities in the last few days to do that. So it might be that we're trying to obtain this area as a support, and if we can do that, then we are very much looking at a potential push up as a key support area of 0.001. So let's see how that plays out before we start returning to these levels up here, and then potentially beyond. The previous all-time was back here in the 5th of April, where we saw 0.003. And I do anticipate that we could push a lot further forward in this upcoming bull run, just as general momentum, and then of course YouTube is picking out TKY and so on and so forth around the hype. But I do generally believe that this has an opportunity in the future to become very successful and a fundamental part of crypto and smart contracts, etc. moving forward. It is to be seen, of course. Some of these things you have to sort of think about the risk of it, not maybe invest too much money in them just in case, but certainly enough to have an impact. If one day it goes to $1 or something and you've put a minimal amount in, it could pay dividends. Again, not financial advice, it's just personally what I've been doing with this particular token and crypto asset. So few things to recap here. We could see support test back down here potentially once, but I do anticipate that actually the strength might be here already, and we might attain this as a new support line before we push up in this further direction here. So let's keep an eye on that. I'll try and do an update over the next couple of weeks as we see a bit more movement. In terms of the performance, week up 2%, so not massive. Still a bit cautious on that. The weekly, 3 monthly look okay. Monthly is still, in my opinion, a bit too flimsy. 6 months I don't worry too much about, because that does entail the big drop we had over this period throughout April and May. But the year to date, let's take a look at a positive. Let's end this on a positive. 231% up year to date. So they're doing something right for sure. We're in a selling momentum. That's what it says on the technical. And the RSI confirms what we've just been saying, basically about caution. There could be a relatively smaller drop occurring, and if you're looking to invest and take advantage of the next leap upwards, that could be a good opportunity, which is why I drew that line in. And in fact, I will probably put another one here just in case we do have another dip down to here. And you see the wicks do tend to touch through into this area. So let's see how these pan out over the next couple of weeks. So that kind of wraps it up, guys. Let us know in the comments below if you are invested in TKY and what your thoughts and opinions are on the project. Some consider it a pump and dump, and that's fine. I can understand why in terms of chart analysis over the last year or so. But I do generally believe that if they get themselves sorted with the marketing and continue the project that they've set out to do in their white paper and their roadmap, we could be in for something really special in the future. Not necessarily short term, but certainly long term. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will hopefully see TKY move upwards and see you guys in the next video. Take care, and we will see you soon. Thank you.